What's good, people? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so just got an email from Frank Warren Promotions confirming that Billy Joe Saunders will return to the ring May 18th. So that May 18th date is becoming a very busy one for boxing fans. Obviously, Usyk versus Taka May 18th. Dominic Breazeale versus Deontay Wilder. Callum Smith possibly on the undercard of Usyk versus Taka. And now Billy Joe Saunders, right? Billy Joe Saunders will face, I'm going to get his name wrong, I know, Isufi for the Wbo Super Middleweight Interim title. Ramirez hasn't vacated as yet, so Billy Joe Saunders will fight for the interim title. Ramirez will vacate. He will go to 175 pounds, and then the winner of this fight will just be given the 168 pound Super Middleweight WBO title. The fight will take place, this is the strange one for me, at the home of Stevenage Borough Football Club. Now, if you are not UK based and you're wondering who the hell Stevenage Borough are, they're a team in the lower tier of the football division, but it is an area that Billy Joe Saunders is from. Billy Joe Saunders is from Hatfield, Hertfordshire, and that kind of is in the same area. But yeah, it's a bit of a damp squid in it. Let's be honest. I mean, I know everyone's been talking about stadium fight, but this wasn't what I was thinking when I was thinking stadium fight. I heard the rumors that Billy Joe Saunders could be fighting in a stadium, and I was trying to work out, because Billy Joe Saunders doesn't have a big fan base, so I was trying to work out what stadium could Billy Joe Saunders fight in, and I didn't think Stevenage was an option, but it's going to happen. He's going to fight at Stevenage Borough Football Club, and he's fighting for the interim WBO Super Middleweight title. So disappointing, I'll be honest with you. Oh, it's just so disappointing. Billy Joe Saunders just disappoints me. Just disappoints me. And I don't get disappointed in fighters that I don't think have talent. If you don't have talent, I really don't care what you do. But when you have talent and then you fight guys like this at the peak of your powers, because I feel like Billy Joe Saunders right now is at the peak of his powers, it just disappoints me. Sometimes I don't know if Billy Joe Saunders is just that good, or is it that David Lemieux performance that I'm just getting excited about? Because it wasn't just the David Lemieux, you had the Andy Lee performance as well. So, but those are so long ago, and I feel like I'm still living off that Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know how good Billy Joe Saunders is, but I still think that a very good Billy Joe Saunders could mix it with the best at 160. So why he's fighting this guy for an interim belt at 168, I don't know. Because even if he were to win that belt at 168, say Ramirez does vacate and Billy Joe Saunders is now a two-weight world champion, who's he going to fight at 168? I mean, there's not big fights at 168. There aren't. I mean, everyone would immediately say Callum Smith. Callum Smith's not a draw. I mean, so it's a decent fight, but it's not a big money fight. But then again, in boxing nowadays, so much money's floating about, I guess they could make it a money fight. But the other guys at 168 are very good. Caleb Plant is very good. Benavidez is very good. I mean, what are you going to do? A rematch against Chris Eubank Jr.? So it's disappointing, it really is. I mean, his peers at 160 seem to be in big fights in America, and Billy Joe Saunders is fighting at Stevenage Borough Football Club against a guy that absolutely nobody knows. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of boxing historian you are. I don't care if you're Spencer Fearon. You didn't know who this guy was at this stage of your career, right? It's almost the way I feel with Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. Right, I'm just getting disappointment after disappointment after disappointment with some of these boxing announcements. But this one is very disappointing. It really is. I mean, Frank Warren, in that statement I've got, said something like along the lines of, he's been trying to get the fights at 160, but he's been avoided. He's not avoided. He's not avoided. It's Frank's position as a promoter to make these fights happen. Fighters will fight. I don't care what anyone tells me. Fighters will fight. The money just has to be right. And maybe Frank's just not offering enough money. Maybe Billy Joe Saunders is not enough of a draw to get these fights. I don't know. Put himself in a mandatory position. Do something. But no, you fight Isufi, Stevenage Borough Football Club for an interim world title. Just doesn't excite me. Doesn't excite me at all. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? Billy Joe Saunders does have the opportunity. Let's look at some positives. He does have the opportunity to become a two-weight world champion. The fight is in his home area, so it could be a decent attendance. But that's the only positives for me. I can't think of anything else because just poor, innit? It's just poor. I don't know. There are too many good fighters out there at 160 and 168 to be having opponents like this. But again, it's a mandatory fight, I guess, for a world title. So who am I to say he shouldn't fight this guy, get this belt, and then go on to bigger and better things? But yeah, again, when I heard Stadium Fight, I was excited. And then I heard Stevenage Borough Football Club. And I was like, what? Stevenage Borough. Anyway, peace.